Okay, ladies and gentlemen, from wherever you happen to be in the world, good evening, or rather good morning if you happen to be a little bit further along, maybe in Europe, or actually it's probably good afternoon on Sunday for those of you tuning in from the Antipodes, that being Australia and New Zealand. This is the final round of LA Night Jam 5. We've just introduced the ladies. They're introducing the men right now. We'll listen in on some of the announcing.
Yeah, just back a little bit.
Yeah.
Whenever the trumpet starts?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
No problem.
Champions from the United States, numerous time national champ and national record holder. Let's give a big round of applause coming all the way from Germany. The 121 European champ and record holder now living in Florida.
Those are right in their own motion.
Marian Mater, one of the top competitors from Europe, winning the European jump title not too long ago.
Run the splitter from now on. That's fine.
The Lunar Masters champ in 2010. Give up for Damien Sherman.
Does not matter to me.
That was Damien Sherman, the previous European jump champion. Some amazing jumps earlier on in the day, folks. I do apologize for the sound. The generator is situated right next to the microphone connected to the camera.
Why are y'all looking all fancy?
So that's Igor Morozov being introduced. He comes to us from the Russian Federation. And we're about to introduce the number one seed coming into the final round of competition. It is none other than Mr. Ryan Dodd. And he jumped 72 meters to make it through to this round of the competition. And he bested the competition by nearly 4 meters, in fact. So Mr. Ryan Dodd being introduced to the crowd, and we'll take a look at this beautiful sight shot as we pan around to the left to have a look at the crowd and zoom in on them. Just zoom in on the crowd over there, and a beautiful picture, wonderful event being put on by Bennett's Wood Ski School. And we'll pull the sound down a little bit, give your ears a little bit of a rest, and we're going to have a quick display for our boat crew. But whilst that is happening, we'll tell you a little bit more about the area of Baton Rouge, Louisiana, the state capital of Baton Rouge, center of culture for the entire state, and we'll let you see a little bit about that.
Mo Isom here at the breathtakingly beautiful and truly historic Nottoway Plantation. Let's go see if this shack is worth adding to my real estate portfolio. Hi, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Doing well.
Nottoway.
Can we look inside?
Yeah, come on.
Awesome. It's like a resort. You said that you grew up around the area, so you're really familiar with everything?
Yeah.
Do you enjoy working at the plantation?
I can't not love working here. You're walking into a beautiful old house. You can't just go to work and be like, oh, darn, I have to go to a plantation. A lot of the time, our guests actually come more than once because they love us so much. People can actually have dinner in here.
So if you come to Nottoway to visit, you can actually sleep in the Nottoway house with all of the gold and the expensive furniture. Did they have an iHome back in the day? Can I look what's back here?
I mean, you really shouldn't go, okay.
Oh.
Cool. What are you wearing?
What on earth? I learned to conduct an orchestra the other day from a conductor. There was a lot of wrist flicking.
Yeah.
I feel like I could probably also play a harp.
Well, you're not really supposed to touch the harp.
I can't touch the harp.
You're not really supposed to touch the
I
harp.
won't touch the harp. So this plantation home was like ransacked during the Civil War?
Yeah, it didn't get destroyed thanks to Miss Randolph. Her husband left her during the war to go grow cotton because he wanted more money. Took the sons, took the boys, left her here pregnant. And she had kitchen knives that she'd protect the house with.
Somebody's gonna have to run me out of here with a knife. I don't want to leave.
That can be arranged.
Okay, so we kick out of that commercial. We're seeing some of our future athletes out there on the water. We've got Laurie Kruger with Scott Greenwood with their youngest, and we thank them for providing us with a little bit of a show out there before we go into the jump event. Beautiful view, beautiful venue here. And now we're getting ready, almost in the final throes of being ready, in fact, for our remaining round of competition. Indeed, this LA Night Jam title final. So, a lot at stake, a lot of prize money at stake for these young ladies. We got Natalia Berdnikova, who is in the lead after the preliminary round. Got Jenta Carol, Alex Lorano, Laura Morgan, Regina Jaquis. But before all of those competitors, we're going to have Marian Mater. She's about to get ready on the dock, I fancy. But shouldn't be too long now before we invite each of those competitors to get out there and show us their very best performances on the water at night. So we're looking forward to some great skiing, some great competition from each of those competitors. So So just setting up the spreadsheet for you guys. If you are indeed watching the spreadsheet, it's being formulated right now to give you distance after distance, jump after jump, and we're gonna have the 6 ladies in the women's jump final take to water in just a few moments. But in the meantime, just take a look at that crowd. A lot of people come in, thousands upon thousands of people turning up for LA Night Jam. And we'll have the women's jump event take place in just a few short minutes. But sit tight as you watch another of great features in the city that is Baton Rouge.
This is a memorial museum here, but it's named after Admiral Kidd, not Captain Kidd the pirate.
So I can't ride it around, but I can definitely jump inside and walk through?
It's not the Sigma Chi house. You can go through the whole deal.
Then I'll put my beer bong back in the car.
Yeah, that's right.
All aboard the USS Kid in downtown Baton Rouge. A patriotic Mo Isom reporting for duty and just maybe a little kids play.
So the USS Kid was built in 1943. Actually looks exactly like it did in Nights from 1945. What are you doing?
I'm steering the ship.
What are you wearing?
They made me wear this.
They made you wear it. Do you want to hang out?
Sure.
Woo! We're spinning! Did you have any experience ROTC, military?
I had 2 years in Air Force ROTC, and they told me never come back.
Never come back, but
Never.
I bet you look good in that uniform. It's just a guess. I'm trying to flirt with you here.
Well, I'm trying to cooperate.
Incoming fire! Incoming fire!
Guess what my name is?
Amanda?
Do I look like an Amanda? It rhymes with go.
Whoa.
My name's Mo.
Oh. Hey, look, there's a casino. Yeah, too young to go there.
Ah, the meatloaf!
You're going to put the hack on this video, aren't you?
These beds are not made for this much woman.
Wake up! Wake up! What's going on? We just got a message.
A message. I'll ring it in. Hello? It's from your mom.
What'd she say?
Dinner's gonna be ready in 10. We gotta get you home. Thanks. That is a must-see. The USS Kid, so much fun and also an unbelievable slice of history. I mean, this is a ship that helped us win World War II. Come honor the greatest generation. Check out the USS Kid when you're in Baton Rouge. Bring out the kid in yourself. So much fun. I chipped a nail.
Back on scene with our boat display at LA Night Jam. Look at the power of those towboats, previous incarnations of the Pro Star, the 197s, and also following on behind the official towboats, the Mastercraft Pro Stars going through their paces. Great to see those boats being used for the very first time in a professional level water ski tournament in the United States, professional level jump tournament in the United States, I should say, because they were present at Diablo Shores just a couple of weeks ago. Actually, a week or so ago, I do beg your pardon, but see how maneuverable those boats are, and absolutely amazing to think the technology that goes into those boats. So we've got a lot of events to cover, a lot of skiing to come. We're between now and the end, and pause for another brief break before we go headlong into the action with the women's competition. Do not go away. An LA Night Jam wouldn't be LA Night Jam without an appearance from Mike the Tiger, the mascot of LSU, the world-renowned college located not too far away from us here from Zachary, based in Baton Rouge. A large, very large research facility, and certainly one of the best in all the nation. So, we've got a lot to cover. Our competitors, I believe, are getting their equipment ready. Oh, and almost going over the jump. Unlucky there. But I'm sure given another attempt, he'll put that to right. So. Absolutely having a whole bunch of fun out there. I've been intrigued to find out who's in that costume.
What time we starting, Tony?
All right then. All right, is he going to go over the jump this time? Is he? Oh! Oh, nice little spin off the top there from good old Mike the Tiger. Gotta love it. I wonder if Mike's going to have another excursion over the jump. We certainly hope so. There are enough boats around to maneuver, but I think that's it for Mike as he makes his way back to the dock. Good on him. And our little caravan being brought to you by Tides Medical, shooting off some T-shirts into the crowd. Will the T-shirt... look at that. That is impressive. Yep. So the festivities here at LA Night Jam still taking place. And whilst all that is going on, let me mention to you some of our vital sponsors for this particular event. We've got Clear Channel iHeartRadio of Baton Rouge with their portfolio of stations. It's 102.5 WFMF, 101.5 WYNK, 96.1 The River, 97.7 Downtown Radio, News Radio 1150, WJBO, and Comedy 1230 AM, along with Arsenal Communications, 008 Magazine, and Essential Speaks. Kicking over to our primary sponsors. We have got Girls That Fly, City of Zachary, Tsunami, Bennett's Water Ski School, Radar Skis, Visit Baton Rouge, Whitney Bank, Napa Auto Parts, Lane Regional Medical Center, The Cafe, Southern ENT Associates, OJ Props and Coconut Willie's Daiquiris. They, alongside our other primary sponsors, Oshner Medical Health System, Holiday Inn Express, Eagle Sports, Lake Dwellers, Autotrader.com, San Antonio Surgical Arts, Air Effects, Sky Tracker, and Scion of Baton Rouge. We come to our supporting sponsors, Ilmore Engines, Crucial Clothing, All Pro Audio, Hyperlight, Bank of Zachary, Demco, Coca-Cola, Firefly Sweet Tea Vodka, Community Coffee, and Quality Tire and Car Care Center. And our contributors, list like this, we've got Fox's Pizza Den, Carver's Grill, Francois Grill, Cafe and Grill, Surreal Creation Cakes, Area Transmissions, Babe's Boat Care Products, LeBlanc's Food Store, Sky Systems Helmets, Superior Grill Baton Rouge, Board and Dairy, and Subway. we thank those guys very, very much indeed for their contribution as our Tides Medical boat. They are one of our title sponsors of this event, presented by Mastercraft and Tides Medical. This is LA Night Jam 5. My name is Tony Lightfoot, your announcer during the webcast. We will we'll kick into to some of the live announcements from time to time, especially when their interviews been given by our skiers as they step off the dock, and got a lot of activity going on, including I don't know what they call that, but it's one of those boards that has like a little jet underneath it, and one of our camera people from WZHS very, very quick on the ball to spot that. In fact, let me kick them up on the screen. These are the crew that are helping with the Waterski Broadcasting Company to bring the LA Night Jam coverage to you at home, wherever you happen to be around the world. And we thank them very, very much indeed for their contributions throughout the day. Starting very, very early in the morning with the preliminary round of the men's jump, and also with the LCQ to follow directly afterwards. So, okay, we're getting ready to throw our first skier out onto the dock. Our first skier is going to be Marian Mater from France, who was the winner of the LCQ with a jump of 51.5 meters, which was 169 feet, and needed to jump 4 feet further than what she did in the elimination round, the preliminary round, in order to make it through to this juncture. But we will see what she is capable of this time around. So, still got plenty of action, and a little bit of trick in action, courtesy of Mr. Dylan Schaefer, member of the United States Under-21 water ski team. Oh, look at that. Single trick ski, no messing about. Throwing flips from one side to the other. Oh, nicely done. Back flip. Losing him a little bit with the camera, but front flip towards the end. And some great effort there from Dylan Schaefer. And for those of you uninitiated with trick skiing, each skier in a normal tournament environment gets 2 20-second passes to perform as many tricks as possible. In this kind of display environment, Dylan Schaefer is uniquely suited to, because he is one of the best flipping trickers in all the world. Actually inventing a flip 1 or 2 years ago that is in the rule book right now. Oh, look at this. Dylan Schaefer really giving the crowd something to hoop and holler about. Oh, man. Not using a tower or an inflated wake to get the spin, and looks like he's going to be signaled from the boat to try something a little more adventurous. There you go, a little bit of a back scratcher, throwing some style out there. I think he's tricking on a new trick ski, the new Radar Graviton. And a lot of people have decided to switch to that trick ski. And we're just now getting ready for the final round of competition. Yes, indeed.
Y'all are really not helping me.
All right, here we go.
No, you don't need our help.
Yeah, I know.
And looks like we got one more pass to come from Dylan Schaefer before, or maybe not. Maybe we just sent him into the dock, and that will complete his tricking effort. So we're getting very, very close now to the jumping competition. Not too much longer to wait. Time right now is 7:10 Central Daylight Time. If the time zones hold true, it's about 3 o'clock in the morning in the United Kingdom, 4 o'clock in the morning in Europe. For those hearty souls out there that are staying up late to watch the likes of Marian Mater and Natalia Berdnikov, we thank you very, very much indeed for tuning in. Don't forget as well that this webcast is archived. Means that you can view it at any time after the completion of the event. Always a good option there if you can't stay up that late to watch this event. Conversely, if you're watching us from the likes of Australia, where I'm sure that you'll be rooting for Jenta Carol, who comes to us from Geelong in Victoria, I think actually you're probably munching on something like Vegemite on toast in the early part of the afternoon, and maybe sitting back and watching some jumping, courtesy of Jenta Carol. So you are indeed most welcome. The early part of the afternoon in Australia, if my time zones are correct. In fact, a Google check will actually confirm that for me. Everything's a little bit fluid here in LA Night Jam. It's how we roll. It's it's not even the afternoon yet. It's actually 10:10 in Melbourne. So getting ready for the final rounds of the event, and just looking at that camera view out there, this is probably one of the best lit venues in all the world for a professional nighttime water ski tournament. So just getting ready. A lot on tap, a lot taking place. Our first women's jumper is going to be Marian Mater. She hasn't made it onto the dock yet, but we've got a lot of stuff taking place. Yep. Even some of our men skiers are making their way back to the dock with equipment in hand. Bojan Shipner, who I just saw just a moment ago, making the trip down. We've still got crowds of people coming in. LSU played their game against Georgia just a few minutes ago, and unfortunately for the LSU Tigers, being defeated by the Georgia Bulldogs to the tune of 41-44, and I'm sure hope that this entertainment here will make up for that for our spectators here. So a fine Mastercraft towboat, just doing the simulation pass. We are not long away from starting this event. LA Night Jam 5, the final throws of this particular event. And we'll be switching graphics during the course of this competition, and to try and update you with the scores as they come via a scroller underneath. And we'll also provide you with the results up on your screen as well, with each of the distances as they come through. Just trying to so getting ready to rock. Yes, that Mastercraft towboat. Nearly 5 years in the making of that particular towboat in research and development, and that boat will enter production in about a week or so. The two boats that have been present here are essentially production prototypes and are equipped to the max. The boat that we're going to use for the jump event is a 6.2-litre Ilmore engine inspired by NASCAR. Ilmore supplying engines for such teams such as the Penske outfit. And the boat making its way back to the dock, and we're getting ready to roll. But before we do, let's kick to a quick message from Visit Baton Rouge.
Go Baton Rouge and go big.
And we're certainly about to go big here at LA Night Jam. Of that, there is no doubt, because our first skier getting ready with that tight line is going to be Marian Mater of France. The final skier to make it into the finals via the last chance qualifier. The distances will appear on your screen whilst you watch the webcast, and also on the spreadsheet that comes up directly below. Obviously, the skier with the best jump will win LA Night Jam 5. Once the signal comes from our officials, we will get ready to pull the very first skier, who you just saw on the screen, Marian Mater. So, very, very tense moments here at LA Night Jam. And still got a little bit of time to go, which means a commercial for you guys to look at, and we'll be back in just a few moments.
Imagine being able to water ski and wakeboard alongside the pros. You can at Bennett's Water Ski and Wakeboard School, located just minutes away from downtown Baton Rouge. Bennett's is one of the most prestigious water ski and wakeboard schools in the world. Home to 3 man-made private lakes, engineered specifically for wakeboarding and skiing. Our on-site pro shop is fully loaded with all the latest surfwear, boards, and skis. Whatever your age or ability, you can have the chance to ride like a pro here at Bennett's. Call to book your spot today.
Still 1 or 2 technical delays, which isn't too uncommon for an event of this caliber. We need to make sure that everything is dialed in right. These skiers are throwing themselves at the ramp in excess of 60 miles an hour, so everything needs to be on track. Everything needs to be safe. It's certainly dangerous enough to go out there and jump during the daytime. In fact, we saw one person earlier on take a pretty nasty spill in the form of Stephen Seal. We hope that he is indeed okay after his little escapade out there. For those of you that weren't witness to his particular spill a little bit earlier on the competition. We can have a chance to take a look at it right here and now. And just absolutely losing it off the top, losing his skis, and wasn't able to land and ride out that particular jump. That was earlier on in the day's competition, but right now our first skier is out on the water. It is Marian Mater. Marian Mater of France, who came into this event with a best jump distance of 51.5 meters out of the last chance qualifier. It's equivalent to 169 feet for those of you that like to work with feet and inches. And making that turn towards the bottom of the lake right now. And we'll try and keep these results flowing for you guys. Coming in on jump number 1, I believe. And here she comes, Marian Mater, jump number 1. Oh, look at this. Good turn, good solid edge, up, over. Land and ride that one out. Decent effort on jump number 1. We're going to have a look at that again via a slow motion replay. The distance should be forthcoming.
Towboat 149, 45.4.
45.4 meters, 149 feet, 45.4 meters on jump number 1 for Marian Mater.
Copy 454.
So Marian Mater coming in for jump number 2. So here she comes. Look at that, getting sensational lift coming into land. Great effort there from Marian. Great deal of speed. Takes a little bit of a while for everything to adjust in the nighttime. We're looking for a distance over 45 meters, well in excess of. We'll see what she's got with a second jump. Dandy effort out there. 47.5 meters. 47.5 meters. It's 156 feet. 156. 47.5 meters, 156 feet for Marian Mater on 156 feet on jump number 2, as you can see on the graphic up there for Marian Mater. Here we go. Coming in, jump number 3. Oh, and getting a little bit wayward. I don't think that jump is going to be anything close to the distances that she produced on the first 2 attempts. But we're going to have a look at it on action replay nonetheless. Of course, she's in the lead after the first skier. So she's heading back into the shore. So 44 meters on jump number 3. 44 meters, jump number 3 for Marian Mater. That equates to 144 feet. Meaning that her best jump out of the 3 is the middle jump distance of 45.5, which is 156 feet. So there are the jumps. There was Marian Mater going back in towards the dock. And now we're getting ready for our next competitor, who should be from the United States of America, Regina Jaquis.
Next year, Regina Jaquis, Regina.
So Regina Jaquis is our next competitor in the finals. She jumped 170 feet, exactly 51.7 meters to get through to the final round. We'll see what she's got with the 3 jumps that she has at her disposal. Turning at the bottom end of the lake. Jump number 1. Looking down the lake, and we should see her come into view in just a moment or so. Waiting on that jump. And look at her go up, over, or land, and we'll ride out that jump to great aplomb from the home crowd here from the United States of America. That is Regina Jaquis, jump number 1. I'm not too sure whether that will put her on even terms right now with Marian Mater, but it'll be interesting to find out nonetheless. All right. Distance. 48.8, sending her immediately into the lead. 48.8 meters on that first jump. 48.8 meters for Regina Jaquis on jump number 1. So 160 feet on jump number 1 for Regina Jaquis. 48.8 meters, 160. So keeping an eye on things out here with our remaining jumps. A little hard to keep track of the skier in the dark, but we're doing our best. And here she comes, Regina Jaquis. Launching herself off that 1.65 meter ram height. In very, very good form indeed at night. Already in the lead. And I fancy that jump could be a little bit further still for Regina Jaquis. Already started with a 100. 50 meters, 50 meters exactly, 164. 50 meters exactly for Regina Jaquis. That might actually turn out to be her best jump ever at night. So 164 feet for Regina Jaquis on that particular effort. So there we go, with one jump remaining, Regina Jaquis in the lead by a pretty decent margin, I do have to say. Sometimes you're a little bit tentative jumping at night. I wonder if that was the case with Marian Mater, but she has jumped at night before, so probably exhibiting no reason for that. But here she comes, Regina Jaquis. One last jump. She's got to put the heat on. Coming in, up and over, and will land and right out that one. And she throws her fist in the air. A great, great effort from Regina Jaquis as we now look at her one last time. Absolutely delighted with that effort. Oh, wow. Fantastic performance there from Regina Jaquis. The distance, we're eager to find out. 52.3. Are you kidding me? 52.3 meters. It's 172 feet. 52.3 meters. $52.8 meters. It's been corrected to 52.8, which is even better still. Wow, that is putting something out there. So 52.8 meters for Regina Jaquis on that last jump, 173 feet. Throw a graphic up one last time and you see that distance on a final attempt. We're working rapidly through our skiers, folks. So almost very little time, in fact, to actually adjust the graphics. But we continue on nonetheless with our next competitor. It's Lauren Morgan from the United States of America. Lauren Morgan now. 3 jumps at her disposal. And I tell you what, that is one heck of a target to aim for. Here she comes, Lauren Morgan. Oh, she's brought this one down late. Up and over, and will land and right that jump out. A great looking distance there for Lauren Morgan. We're almost halfway done with the women's competition. 3 skiers in, with Laura Morgan really throwing it down out there with jump number 1. $48.8 meters on jump number 1. That's exactly right down to the meter. The same jump as Regina Jaquis. 48.8 meters. So looking at that once again, we've got Laura Morgan, 160 feet, 48 meters. Here she comes. Nice and wide out on that towboat, getting ready for the final dramatic cut. Driving it in. Oh, and losing quite a substantial amount on that ramp, on that particular jump. But we'll have a look at this again. The distance isn't going to be all that significant for Laura Morgan. Not at least compared. 49.4 meters. That surprises me. It's 162 feet. It's 49.2 meters on that particular jump. 49.2 meters, which is 161 feet on that particular effort. So here we go. Laura Morgan. 161 feet with that effort. Here, no. Okay. No, I'm okay. Okay, here we go. This is Laura Morgan coming in. One last attempt. Here she comes, up, over, will land and right that jump out. A good effort. We'll have a look. So that's 44.9 meters, 44.9 meters on that particular effort. So that's the jump distance for Laura Morgan on that last jump. 44.9 meters, a disappointing effort on the on that jump, but 161 feet is a best one out of the jumps that she recorded up to that time. So it's an effort, a good effort there from Lauren Pucci Morgan, but unfortunately it's not enough to give her the lead. The lead at this moment in time is currently held by Regina Jaquis with her jump of over 170 feet, that 173-foot brace with that last jump of hers that she took. Was still in shock that Regina Jaquis, even though that she's been concentrating heavily on the slalom event in recent years, still has the capability of jumping those kinds of distances. So, all right, then we'll continue on with the remainder of the competition. And at this point in the proceedings, we have Alex Loretano. Alex Loretano. Jump number 1. Nicely done on jump number 1. Just really throwing everything out there on that particular effort. We'll have a look at this again in super slow-mo at 25% speed. For those of you watching, the effort coming through from Alex Loretano, the distance coming through any moment now. 49.6 meters on that opening jump. It's 163 feet. 49.6 meters. Don't forget, we still have the jump competition for the men to come. 49.6 meters. And a great effort there from Alex Loretano on jump number 1. There's the distance, 49.6, 163 feet. All right, let's see what she's got. This is jump number 2. She's aiming for something around 170 feet. She's going to have to do it with one of the remaining 2 jumps up, over, and will roll on that particular effort. Great distance. Definitely growing in confidence in the last few weeks and months with her jumping. Certainly a far cry from that incident at the U.S. Masters. 50.6 meters it is for Alex Loretano. Beauty of a jump there with that particular effort of 50.6 meters, 166 feet. And currently putting her directly in second place right now. So moving up the rankings, that is Alex Loretano. And 50.6. It is 166, but is still looking for about another 4 feet, possibly a little bit more than that, maybe 7 feet, if I'm being totally honest. There's your distance, 166 feet, courtesy of Alex Loretano of the United States. One last jump. Look at that. Good kick, good effort, but I think she really tried a little bit too hard with that particular effort. Losing a little bit off the top of the jump. But we'll soon see what the distance is in a moment, whether it's any further. .8 meters, 49.8 meters. It's 163 feet. Her best jump is a 166. And that is the final effort of Alex Lorano, which still means that Regina Jaquis from the United States is still in the lead. And we're down to 2 more jumpers in this particular event. We'll have Natalia Berdnikov, the number 1 seed, coming down in a few moments. But before her, we've got Australia's Jenta Carol taken to the water next. Certainly a difficult draw to put distances over 160 feet going towards 170 with the nighttime conditions that are present. But these girls are really stepping it up to the next gear, and one competitor in particular has really been on a tear in the last couple of seasons. It's Jenta Carol. On an absolute tear indeed from Australia. And for those of you watching, it's about 11 o'clock in the morning, something along that lines. Actually getting towards 12 noon for you guys over in the state of Victoria. And I hope that you're watching right now and witnessing the 3 jumps that Jenta Carol has at her disposal. Just getting in towards the darkness, into the light. And here she comes. Jump number 1. Nice. Nice opening jump. A good, solid effort. Is it enough to be over 160 feet and maybe towards 170? We'll have a look at this via our action replay. Jenta Carol of Australia. Distance coming through any moment now.
Towboat 169, 51.6 meters, 51.6.
169 feet, 169 on jump number 1. Beauty of a jump there, over 50 meters. It's 51.6 meters. For those of you viewing this webcast from places in the world aside from the United States, 51.6 meters. 51.6 meters. Just popping that up on the screen for you right about now. There you go. 51.6, 169 feet, but she's still got quite a ways to go, needing to make up about 4 feet, in fact, to take the lead away from Regina Jaquis. So here we go. This is Jenta Carol. Nice and wide out on the towboat. And now rocking those skis towards the bottom of the jump. Really, really late and pummeling that jump. Oh, man. The Flying Rabbit, as they call her, from Australia. Jenta Carol. Distance, we know it's going to be in the 50-meter range. We know that at the very least. The radio signal coming through any moment now. It's 174 feet. She is in the lead. 174, 53.1 meters. So Regina Jaquis has been dethroned at this time. 53.1 meters in the dark. Can you absolutely imagine that? So for you guys watching at home or on your mobile phones, there's the distance popped up on the screen for all to see. She is your leader now, Jenta Carol. Jenta Carol with that effort. So here comes Jenta Carol. Coming in. Jump number 3. Oh, look at that. Absolutely leaving nothing to chance with that particular effort. Riding out that jump. Developing such great speed and such great poise in being able to launch herself off the top of that ramp. No effort spared. 52.6 or 173. Not a bad buck-up jump. .6 meters on that particular effort. So already consolidating upon her lead. And don't forget, Jenta Carol is the defending LA Night Jam champion from 2011. But I tell you what, that jump of 174 feet is going to be a target, a really, really huge target for our last competitor from Belarus. It is Natalia Berdnikova, the world record holder. It comes down to the next three jumps to determine LA Night Jam 5. The champions. A great effort by all of our skiers thus far. And they're really, really leaving absolutely everything out there, putting every little bit of energy that they can spare. Natalia Berdnikova. This is jump number 1. Here she comes. Oh, and takes a pretty good strike on jump number 1, but I don't think she'll be particularly impressed with that effort. However, we'll have a look at the replay to see where she can improve for jump number 2. Mind you, could be a surprising distance on jump number 1. .7 meters, 48.7 meters on jump number 1. 48.7 meters, it's 160 feet. Still remarkable when you consider the conditions that these girls are jumping in right now. They're jumping in almost pitch darkness, save but for the lights that are illuminating the way here for our competitors, as that boat now makes its turn towards the jump course for a second time. This is our very last competitor, Natalia Berdnikova. So here she comes back into the course, just trying to keep the progress going. Good effort on the turn. Oh, look at that. Great effort. Good lift. Unbelievable jump there from Natalia Berdnikova. As we switch to the replay, she definitely improved leaps and bounds with this particular effort. A lot of speed. It's a great, great lift. Natalia Berdnikova should be... 51.1 meters. 51.1 meters on that particular jump. 100. .8 meters. It's 170 feet, which still puts her about 4 feet behind the 8 ball here. 170 feet, 51.8 meters. So, another competitor into the 170-foot range. Already, Jenta Carol is in the lead with 174. Closely followed behind her, we've got Regina Jaquis. Now, one last jump. She knows that she can do this if she can put everything together with this final effort. Jump number 3. Here she comes. Ah, look at that. I'm not sure. I don't think she's too particularly excited or enthused about that effort. But we'll have a look at the action replay once again just to check it out. As the world record holder and world champion from 2011 makes her way back in towards the dock. A great effort from Natalia Berdnikova, but is it enough? So 52.4, agonizingly close. So close, but yet so far with that particular effort from Natalia Berdnikova, which means that your night jump champion defending the title from 2011. It is Jenta Carol from Australia. Jenta Carol from Australia with that particular effort of 174 feet. And that was a great event, folks, and great effort. This is Jenta Carol's middle jump, 174 feet. It's enough for the win to give her the LA Night Jam a jump title. In a few moments, we are going to go into the men's jump competition. We're just going to have a brief break, and then we'll go in for our 7 finalists in the jump event. For those of you watching the webcast right now at lanightjam.com, the men's jump final player is on the right-hand side, and we will switch to that in just a moment or so. But in the meantime, you're looking at some freestyle barefooting to round off the women's jump competition, and we're rounding it off with great style. With that effort there from Jenta Carol. She is the cream of the crop so far as the jumping competition is concerned. So those are your jumps. Your winner, Jenta Carol. And we will go to the women's jump final in just a moment. We're going to the men's jump final in just a moment. So just sit tight and go to your right-hand side player.